Hi, you guys. Welcome back. Oh. He said, dang, I was too ready.
This one right here, this one right here in the video. Huh? Gil, let me borrow your shit. No album out, none of that. My shit was a little big at the time, yeah. Since Stunner gave you a little money, you stepped your shit up, though. I got 3 more of these, though. Look at it. $1,096. Shit ain't about nothing, man.
Hey, boy, that gas. It hit like anesthesia. I call it gas. They call it gasolina. I had to masturbate.
What you talking about, yeah.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Melanination Media. It's your girl, Cheetah. Everybody want to introduce themselves?
Girl CJ.
It's Ken.
Goldie. Dav. King Ramsey, formerly Hunter Sweat.
Okay. We don't know who this nigga is, okay? He gonna be every personality in the book today. So today we're gonna jump into some local news. First of all, in Tuskegee news, is a double homicide being reported and is currently being investigated just down the block from Tuskegee.
Victim name?
The victims are actually, they did not release the victim names, but yeah.
Be safe out there.
Please.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's Alexis Sutton and Sammy Williams were found dead on the front porch by Sutton's 17-year-old daughter and 7-year-old son when they hadn't heard from her and went to check on her. Wow.
That's crazy.
Could y'all imagine just finding y'all parents dead?
No.
Right.
Nah, that would be a hard.
That's got to be very traumatic.
I
But
didn't become homicidal. I would. I feel I hurt a lot of people.
wow, but
we know who to stay away from.
God.
We know who to stay away from.
God.
That's
Exactly.
what we do know to stay away from.
Lord. But currently they have no information and no leads, but they're still investigating. Also, you guys, we're less than a few days away from homecoming. It's about to be lit. And no, we don't have Boosie for homecoming, but we got Lucci, y'all. That's all that matters.
Will Lucci show
It'll be
up?
lit.
Find out next time.
Question mark.
Hold on. Did Tuskegee check clear or no?
Whoa.
Savage.
What? Y'all act like y'all didn't see that tweet where it was like, so Lucci, you coming to our homecoming concert? Did Tuskegee check clear yet?
I'm sure he's gonna
crazy.
make it, y'all, but don't worry.
We gonna keep the faith
gonna make
alive.
Is he gonna perform his hardest? That's the question. Like, he got a whole concert at Fort Valley earlier, so.
And
heard
Fort Valley,
about
they
that,
was
though.
not playing.
That's crazy. I heard about that. I don't know if it's true though.
That was terrible because double booking, like, one show takes energy out of you if you actually like performing for another show like within 3 hours.
It's like you gonna let the crowd sing.
Yeah.
That's all he gonna be.
Oh, there you go.
He finna come on stage. All right, y'all, bear with me. I done already did one show today. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna need y'all to sing along with me for some of this.
Look, he gonna come up there just rolling up blunt. He said, I ain't had one. Yeah, so y'all just sang lyrics. But y'all, I don't know about y'all. I'm not excited for Tink to come.
Everybody gonna be crying.
I just want somebody.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be singing my heart out.
Let me tell you how I want to go see Drew Hill and Silk. That's what.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
I don't think he wants to purr.
we gotta go. We gotta go.
Look
To
here, I go to an alumni concert and have a nice older alumni woman pay for my
Hold
way
on,
through school. All right.
Hold on.
Right? And go vibe.
He's up to something.
And your
He's up to
girlfriend will be
something on that
flying
Good
down
shit,
I-85.
And she don't care because she don't have to pay for my school. My parents will be like, oh, that's cool too. You just have a nice lady mentoring you, helping you through college, and that's exactly what's gonna be happening.
Said mentoring though.
Hey, bro, plug me in.
Mentoring.
Plug me in, bro.
Both of us, please.
Play
Lord
mentoring
have
you,
mercy.
helping you through college.
Well, we know what these curves
Said mentoring.
Plug me in, bro. It's a money.
Y'all some gold diggers. Y'all are some gold
This
diggers.
is my education we're talking
We
about.
talking about Sugar Mama Friday.
It's a money. Plug me in, bro.
Nah, man, no. He mentioned y'all some gold diggers. Y'all are some gold diggers.
This is my education.
Nice talk about Sugar Mama Friday.
It's a money. Plug me in, bro.
Nah, man, no. He mentioned y'all some gold diggers.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nice talk about Sugar
Anybody got
Nah,
man, no.
I think that's bad.
I don't know.
Just be safe out here.
Come out to Levels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All of the levels.
Oh no, that's very
a
local.
Halloween
That's very local. We're not
Levels is
sharing
on a
that.
whole-
We keeping levels on down. That's very local.
Come out and have fun.
But anyway,
Well, it's time for the hot seat. Yes, we got a lot of people in the hot seat today, you guys. Yes. But first of all, you know, R.I.P. Selena. It's her what is it? Her debut album release was today, a long time ago. So, you know.
Anniversary.
Fuck
Yes.
you, Yolanda.
Yolanda.
Yolanda
Let me catch you
Saldivar.
in these streets.
Let me catch you in these streets, sis. Oh,
Watch
I'm not
your
gonna
back.
catch you on these streets because you're gonna die in
Watch
prison.
your back. Oh, she is still in prison?
Hell yeah.
I thought she
A lot of
died.
hostility over there.
You know what? Like I said earlier, I've only seen the Selena movie once, but you know.
Who's Yolanda?
Fuck Yolanda Saldivar.
That's who
Fuck
killed
the bitch
Selena.
that played her in the
Oh,
movie.
wow.
Selena, she was her
Fan club president.
And she was
What's
so
it
It be
What's
your own niggas.
Because
Well,
she,
own it.
cause she was fucking with Selena money, and Selena ran up on her. It was like, oh, she didn't even run up on her. Selena, in all her sweetness, God rest her soul, she was like, hey, you fucking with my money. I don't appreciate that. And then Yolanda, you know.
And she gave her some goddamn sob story about how she's struggling. And then Selena turned her back, and then the bitch was dead.
shot her in the back. Couldn't even look at her in the eyes. That's why you right in jail, huh?
Oh, y'all know what today is, y'all?
It's Eminem's birthday.
Tuesday.
No! It's Gucci and Keisha wedding.
Yeah, make
How y'all gonna forget
What time it
that?
start?
Oh, it started at 9 p.m. on
9
BET.
p.m. on BET.
But y'all can also buy it on Apple Live for $9.99. Because I don't have cable in my home.
Oh my
To see
God,
their wedding?
$10?
Oh, that's crazy.
What? First of all, I'm
For
finna go
what?
to my dorm. I'm finna get dressed up in all white like I'm a part of the wedding.
All
Be
right,
there
well,
crying inside me.
First
Oh,
person to
so-
buy that, go ahead and stream it on Twitter so everybody
Yeah,
else
might as well.
I ain't finna go to prison.
Someone taking one for the team.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you gonna be a
It's
real
not me.
MVP for that.
No, I'm not taking that once because y'all don't be like,
That's out.
he could have married me, y'all. But anywho, and y'all seen that new car he just bought her too? Oh, that bitch look nice. Got her a white Porsche, yes.
I like my
Bro,
hero.
happy birthday, Eminem, who just, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all say it sounds like angry slam poetry. That freestyle was fire. And I know Donald Trump bitch ass not gonna say nothing because Eminem white. But, you know, shouts outs to, you know, my uncle Marshall Mathers III for speaking of real shit.
all that, but
Oh, okay. Let's
Speak
elaborate.
line, speak line.
Elaborate.
Let's
I
talk.
mean, like,
Hold on, let
Speak
me-
out.
other rappers have
Bruh,
been saying
I don't think you understand the
Other
word.
rappers been saying this for how long? And since Eminem,
Okay,
a
but
white man,
okay, hold on.
said
Okay,
this.
so-
But you know what?
It's such a big deal.
Do you see the word? Let's talk about the wordplay.
Y'all know
Eminem
what?
is overrated.
I
You're
get
overrated.
Eminem
Oh,
credit.
no.
Nah, see, you
Hold on.
can't
He
play
is
him like that
sorry.
now. Like, he,
have you
Sorry.
listened to
I
the Eminem show?
With him screaming at me, I'm sorry.
He
I'm
wasn't
not-
even screaming on that.
You know
Eminem
that
show.
man spits.
That's what Meek Mill
What?
does. He screams all the time.
I don't
T.
fuck
Grizz-
with Meek Mill.
I used to
I'm
wonder
sorry.
why this man was always
Yeah.
yelling at me. Oh,
What?
listen to his music.
I don't fuck with Meek Mill. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I just don't care for his music.
He's
He got that
all
one
bad.
good
Yeah,
song
shit.
and that's it.
Cause you don't got the fucking nuts like an empty asylum.
Shit.
What?
Ooh.
Tell me that's not a bar. Tell me that's not a
I didn't
bar.
even listen to it. bro.
That's
That just
unfazed. Okay, next.
Y'all, okay. So y'all, I got a quick question. And it's, you know, concerning Gucci. And it's got something to do with T.I. and Tiny. I'm just so sick of the light-skinned couples. I'm sorry.
Wow.
What? I'm sick of them. Dang. Anywho, why can't other rappers be as loyal and loving to their wives like Gucci Man? So basically, T.I. and Tiny versus Gucci and Keisha.
Gucci was cheating on
Yeah,
her like,
I said,
Gucci
who-
was-
like crazy.
It took that man a whole
That was
prison.
Yeah.
back.
A
Okay, that
couple
was back
prison
then. We
stints.
talking about now.
Yeah.
Cause T.I. been out for how long and he still cheating?
So
Gucci?
some man
I
in
mean-
prison got him straight. He good now. He wasn't always like that though.
Yikes.
Oh my God, I can't stand him.
No, I don't believe. I mean, I don't know. Do y'all think that rappers can be loyal to their wives? Honestly,
Yes.
Any man
Any man can be loyal if he
like,
want to. If he really truly and love that woman, he can be loyal
They
to her.
put their wives through so much, and then when they get called out about it, they make this long ass paragraph talking about my rib. I put her through so much. She's my rib. I'm like, okay.
I.e. T.I. and Tiny because
Stop Stop that.
No, because T.I. and Tiny, everybody looked at them as like couple goals. Oh, she waited on him. She adopted all his children outside their marriage. And then this nigga get out for a good, he's been out for what now? About 3, 4, 5 years. And all of a sudden he's cheating with his assistant.
She went to jail for that nigga. I killed him.
Exactly.
I killed him.
And then like now since she's back with her group and now she's doing her own thing, get her own money. Oh, he want to come back. Oh, he missed her and he want his family.
Okay,
Y'all, when men say ride or die, they really mean suffer.
He had to get reminded that his wife was stomped down and what he was really missing. He had to go cheat so he could come back and be like, "Damn, I really."
Why you got this shit? What you missing?
Why you appreciate your
wife?
How you know she wasn't cheating?
Hell.
That's what the hell? Hold on.
So that just
in between what pregnancies did she have time to cheat? Let's answer that question.
She could cheat while she was pregnant. What do you mean?
men's favorite thing.
From what I've heard, it is pretty good to have sex with a pregnant woman. From what I've heard.
What does this have to do with anything?
So I'm pretty sure.
Thank you.
We know what's on Hunter's mind.
Everybody else is getting some.
This is Hunter's homecoming season, okay? Be on the lookout for Hunter next week because it's homecoming, okay?
My girlfriend will be on campus next week, so I can't be doing none of that.
But you trying to find this alumni woman
to help me through school. Look here, this ain't free.
She ain't just gonna pay no money, honey.
Yes, she will.
You gonna have to supply some of that dick.
You'd actually be surprised.
Wow. Okay.
That bitch must be desperate. Then I'm sorry. I'm
It's a
sorry.
lot of sugar.
I don't blame her for how she
They
is.
just send money.
Hold on.
In exchange for somebody to talk to.
That's what I'm looking for. But anyway,
They trash.
All right, next.
I hate them with a passion. So y'all know Donald Trump does the most stupidest things and just say the most dumbest shit ever. Like recently, he said about one of his colleagues' son who died in the military. He said he only makes calls when it's necessary. Basically meaning that he only calls the fallen troops' families when he feels like it. And he don't feel like any of the other presidents did it, while we all know Barack Obama went out his way to visit the families or bring them to the White House. Like,
honestly, I don't feel like occupying my time and having this man's name come off of my tongue. So we're going to keep this short and we're going to keep it simple. It is dumb. It is a bitch. It will lie. It will do anything it has to acquire loyalty. All right? It sucks. It sucks.
Donald Trump's too bad.
That
or
bitch,
Donald Trump.
Pick one. That's it. We don't know. We don't no, because speaking the name gives it power, so we're not gonna do that shit.
I mean,
you're right.
My thing is just like you know who you voted for a president, so
I didn't vote.
There is no.
I didn't have a choice, so I didn't vote.
Well, for y'all president, I mean, there's no questions. Like,
I mean,
you know who this person is.
Yeah, he gonna do shit. And it's like people keep getting surprised. Like,
I'm
why
really
you surprised, bro?
And it's funny because it's the people that voted for him,
right? That's
or the people that were just like, I don't really care at all. Just don't worry about it. I'm gonna let Donald Trump do his thing. If he's gonna raise hell, he's gonna raise hell. He's raising hell now.
And y'all looking stuck as fuck.
Looking stupid, right? Looking straight stupid. Like,
God, and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for the people who voted Trump and got their healthcare taken away from them. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for the people who voted for Trump and now all of a sudden you have $125,000 in loans because you elected the man that appointed a woman who got rid of student loan forgiveness. So no, I don't feel bad for you. But anyways, moving on.
But my mother, Oprah Winfrey, she just released her book this week. What's it called? I need about 5 copies.
She has only one book. She ain't been writing books this whole time.
Her new book.
Oh, I was finna say.
I said her new book.
What's the name of the book so I can get this one of my money?
I'm about to Wisdom of Sundays.
She's a Windows.
I mean, Wisdom of Sundays. Like, I hate Hunter, y'all. Like, right now, he's like my biggest enemy at this table right now. But yes, my mother, Oprah Winfrey, y'all. She just does so many great things. Like, I can't think of one negative thing about Oprah besides that movie. But
what movie?
What? We're not even going there. Their Eyes Was Watching God. I don't like that movie, but Oprah is the best woman.
Their Eyes Watching God. She was in that movie? She wasn't in that movie.
No, she produced the movie. Oprah produced the movie.
That movie was actually
that
very
movie was nice.
I know.
It
didn't make sense to me. Okay.
Like,
It didn't make sense.
understand
She came
the
from
odds
around the
watching
corner.
The book was the book was amazing.
Yeah,
The book was
great.
good. The book was good, but the movie, I was just like,
No, the movie was awful.
I was like,
Halle Berry
okay.
and
That's the
Michael
one with
Ealy.
Halle Berry and Michael Ealy.
Yeah.
Yes, like I didn't understand the
Halle Berry,
movie,
Michael
but the
Ealy.
book
What
I
is
read
there
in
not to
high
like
school.
about
It was
it?
awesome.
I like it.
All
right, stop being horny.
I like Halle Berry too.
She's winning.
I bet y'all do.
She's done winning.
So have y'all heard about Nelly's rape charge?
Oh,
though?
yeah, that's crazy.
That's
He said he didn't
hey,
do that.
we
That
gonna
was
we gonna pick back up on
He
that, you know,
said.
after this break. So, you know, holla at your people.
Movie, but you know, Oprah is the best woman.
Yeah, I was watching. She was in that
Yeah.
movie. She wasn't in that.
No, she produced the movie. Oprah produced the movie.
Alright, and we're back, guys. Make sure you follow Sheeta Rose on Twitter and Instagram.
I like friends. Be my friend.
Alright, so we're gonna go straight into this Nelly
Bullshit
situation.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
So apparently Nelly was
So
accused
hot,
I'm sorry. I had
of
to do that.
sexual assault.
Oh!
Nelly was accused of sexual assault recently. So what do y'all feel about that?
Well, since she dropped the charges, I'm pretty sure she's lying. Like,
that's not always the case, though. Every time somebody drops the charges, it doesn't mean that they're lying.
It's either like she dropped the charges because she's lying, or she dropped the charges because she got paid off.
Basically,
it's one of the
because
other.
She got paid off. She might not want to go through the backlash that she's getting. Like literally, when this news came out, everybody called her a liar. Like she's automatically lying, and that happens all the time. Every time somebody is sexually assaulted, everybody takes the side of the abuser, the potential abuser. And
when you look at all the people that are actually liars and they give them bad rep for things like that, that's why when a person always wants to come out as being sexually abused or raped or anything like that, it's always, you know, they're lying until you actually get some hard evidence about it.
I
feel like to think that it's one of those.
Every time somebody comes out about sexual assault, it's just me. I believe the person.
Yeah.
Until the facts come out. Because I don't victim blame.
I don't either.
I believe the victim or the potential victim.
So what about that male that may have not actually
why
done
is
that?
it okay?
But
why
as soon
is
as it's put in the system, that's who he is.
Why is it when something like this comes out, somebody immediately believes the potential abuser?
The same reason that there's people out there believing
until the facts come out.
Because I believe in the facts.
But
not everybody believes in the facts.
Choose a side
not everybody
before
believes
you
in the
get
facts.
the facts though. Like I don't think it's right to
because that man is going to then be guilty until he's actually proven innocent. So I'm going to say this man is innocent until he's proven guilty.
Like this would be the second time he gets accused of sexually abusing someone. Because when he did tip drill and he slid the credit card down the woman's ass, at first she didn't have a problem with it, but until women groups started speaking out and saying that's sexual assault, they're victimizing women, yada yada yada, she wanted to do a case too, and then all of a sudden it just went away and disappeared.
Also, it was this weird video on Twitter of Nelly like caressing.
I saw that. That was weird.
I mean that kind of made it look worse and saying that it was actually true, but I mean at the same time, well, there is no excuse about that because I mean I don't know how you explain doing that. It's kind of weird, but
I mean, look at this Bill Cosby thing. Like, y'all seen how everybody jumped on his side. It's like, y'all don't know Bill Cosby. Y'all know Cliff Huxtable. Y'all don't
right.
know.
And I think it's
I just couldn't see Uncle Bill raping a woman. I don't know. Bill Cosby has been in my life since I was a little kid.
I think that's our problem.
Bill Cosby together when he did the Little Bill show, when he did the Fat Albert, like
y'all do not know these people. Y'all don't know
I think
them.
it's a difference between people should be punished for their actions, but Bill Cosby still created a good show that should be praised and looked at like that.
He created several good shows.
So he still has some influence that is important, but should he go unscathed from his action? No. And I think people need to separate the two.
And people use what he did for the black community to justify the abuse that he put women through, and that's wrong. Like, okay, just like R. Kelly, okay, you may step in the name of love. You're still a creep. You're still a creep.
First of all, I'm sorry. Now, the R. Kelly situation about him giving out golden showers. First of all, I was like, when I first heard it as a little teenager, I was like, R. Kelly do be singing some weird shit, and then he was accused of, dating Aaliyah. So I was like,
when she was 15,
see,
they got married.
Right.
When she was 15,
exactly.
That's y'all favorite.
See, like with stuff like that, like his music, you can kind of like get a feel of like, okay, it's something going on with him on the inside. He just really don't want to put it out there. Mm-hmm. But like, it can be kind of different with Nelly. Like, you can't really
age ain't nothing but a number. Like,
you wouldn't really be able to tell like all that. But I'm saying like with R. Kelly, it's like, okay, yeah, it's something going on in this nigga head that's just not right.
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Y'all got his music though.
I did. Listen to his music. He's a creep. Listen to his music. Really? Yeah. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Okay. I don't see nothing wrong.
With a little bump and grind.
Okay, wait. Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
It's meant for. I mean, his music.
Seems like you ready.
Hold on, now. Seems like you ready. It's a creep song. It is a creep song.
Come on now.
So originally, before you heard these accusations, you thought he was a creep.
Yes, I would admit.
I didn't think that.
I mean, by his music, I'm gonna say yeah.
I say he
They
made some
married
great
Aaliyah
makers.
and
That's all.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree that he was a creep by his music.
But I feel like
do.
it's for a mature
subliminal.
audience
It's
too,
in
though.
the music.
So,
Like,
yeah.
why can't? So, do you think it's possible to separate the work of a person, admire the work, and not admire the person?
No, I definitely believe. I didn't mean to say no to start it off. I mean, like, I'm
Like
going
they
to
go
contradict you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I can still like a person's music or a person's art or whatever,
It
and not like the
depends.
person themselves. That is
Yeah,
very
it
true.
depends
Okay.
on what they
Very true for
did.
me.
It depends.
So, would you support watching like Bill Cosby?
Like if you
listen
a
to music?
creep, like R. Kelly, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. Like
So when
I'm
that
sorry.
song come on, you gonna
Like,
still
for instance,
mad.
if it's somebody
I'm gonna be humbling, but I'm like this nasty
So
bastard.
you're telling me that like intimately, like if you're doing something with another guy,
I'm gonna be like, hold up,
and
turn
that
this off.
song is playing,
Next,
and he's
no,
saying I don't
next
see
on the
nothing
shuffle.
wrong with a little
Next
bump
on
and
the
grind.
shuffle.
This
Next.
man starts going with the beat. He's like,
Hold on, wait a minute, Hunter. Wait,
oh shit.
stop. Wait a minute.
What?
This is like the 5th or 6th time Hunter has said something sexual all day. Stop. He needs to be
So
stopped.
now we
It's
need to
like-
start looking at him creep like.
Yeah, Hunter is a creep. After today,
It's all
it's
right.
his
It's all right.
homecoming season. It's about to be
Stop saying
homecoming.
this stuff to these people. It's not true.
It's his homecoming season, y'all. Homecoming.
I'm going with a ring on.
So okay, so how did y'all feel when y'all heard about Usher Raymond spreading around herpes then?
I was a little grossed out. I'm not gonna lie,
Yes.
that was really nasty. I was
Let
like,
it
wow,
burn. He
Usher,
really
you
letting
was
it
right.
burn.
But
He's
it's like-
burning folks.
Okay, wait. I got a question. Not necessarily a question, but it's like you can't. You don't believe it can happen, especially with all these rappers and stuff. Like, yeah, they're known, so obviously they're gonna.
Women are gonna come.
Yeah,
to
women
them.
are gonna come to them, but I don't think they're gonna want it to be publicized because okay, yeah, they're
But if
huge.
you knowingly have, if you know that you have an STD,
knowingly.
Yes,
have-
you
Right, I
to
mean,
let
that's
that
true.
person
That's
know.
what the
And
average
sweat it on
person
that
would want
woman.
to say. I'm like, okay, look, I got something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to, but soon as he says
no,
something to that
his
girl,
fame should not be a justification that he shouldn't have to tell somebody that he has
Like,
something.
what?
I mean, yeah, that's
Look at
that's,
Charlie Sheen and what he did. He came out after so many
Right, after
so
all
long
these
with
That's
that.
a problem. Like,
He
Right,
came
that's
out
what
with
I'm
what he
saying, so-
had. I mean, it took a little minute, but he
Charlie
actually
Sheen
did it.
don't give a fuck anyways. I'm sorry. He
He
never
probably
gave a
still doing the
fuck.
same thing he doing.
I'm sorry.
So
So while we're on the topic of sexual abuse, somebody else got exposed, and guess who it was? A little old white man. A little old white man. So you know he got a pass, right?
yeah,
But,
the difference
that's
between
crazy.
the two.
What?
Y'all thought though.
Wait, who was the man?
Harvey Weinstein.
Oh,
The
Yeah.
the WB guy. Warner
Yeah,
Brothers.
a lot of Hollywood stars
But
came out
okay,
about
what
him.
I feel like with him, and if you compare Bill Cosby, people wanted to tarnish his work. With the dude did, like his work and everything is not gonna be tarnished. All the people that he like helped raise to fame and everything, they're still gonna be like, yeah, that was my mentor. But
yeah.
But see, the people that came out and exposed him and said, "Oh yeah, we've been on this going on," was people that worked for him.
yeah, but he's not gonna suffer. I feel like his public trial is not gonna be as harsh as Bill Cosby or black people.
That's if he gets
Why-
a trial.
why you feel that way?
Because he's white.
So you feel
That's
like everything
true.
comes
He's
back
got
to
white
being,
privilege.
like everything comes back to being like racism. I mean that's usually
That's
what
true.
everything
It
comes
is-
back to
does.
being.
It's white abusers that are still getting work out here. Johnny Depp, for instance,
That's
he's
crazy.
still getting work.
Not Captain Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp is.
Hey, he getting
is
money
a
though. I ain't
genius,
gonna lie.
man.
Yeah,
He's a what?
Yeah,
I like Johnny Depp.
he cool.
Well, he's an abuser, so.
Mm-hmm.
I like Johnny Depp. I don't like abusing people,
And you are
but
a
I
creep.
like Johnny
Well,
Depp.
if you like him, then you like an abuser.
And I like Jack Sparrow.
So that's why I was asking: is it possible to separate somebody's work?
Somebody's work in their personality.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I mean,
definitely.
yeah.
I mean, they doing
Not
it
for
for.
If he's a good actor,
Harvey.
yeah, he's a good actor, but his
To
personality.
be fair, though, there have been people that have worked with Harvey that have condemned his actions, like Gwyneth Paltrow, Ashley Judd, Angelina Jolie.
But do you think because they're big names, they can't go silent and say, "Oh, I don't have an opinion about that"? they're big name art actress and everything. So if they don't say anything, people are like, why didn't you say anything about it?
Right.
So
why do you think they like waited so long to expose him? Is it like a bandwagon thing?
Same crap with.
Because they're getting paid to do it.
It's the same with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, the same shit.
I think it is. I think people are selective with who they call out. Because when Johnny Depp, the information came about him abusing Amber Heard, they were like, not Johnny. He would never abuse Amber. People are selective. If they like the person, you feel me? They're not gonna talk bad about them.
What's up with the hypocrisy then? Like,
I feel like people idolize people and make people seem so perfect, and then when they do something wrong, this perfect image of a person, they can't believe that
it's not even perfect. You talk about all these rappers out here. We put a music video of this man just grabbing ass out there. He's like just dancing and money's falling everywhere, and he's pouring champagne on her and licking it off. And you're like, oh crap, that's so dope. You don't even know this woman. This stuff is just happening. But then when he goes and rapes somebody, you're like, oh crap, I can't believe this man did that. Oh, for real? Because I saw him do it in the music video, right? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
so, I mean,
I'm going to be a firm defender on Bill Cosby's behalf. I don't think he assaulted those women.
you don't think
50 plus women.
Out of 50 of them,
50
plus.
plus.
Not one.
He admitted it. He literally admitted it.
They talked him into it, so they would leave him alone.
Let it go.
Before this came out, like in 2005, he said he did it.
He don't even like millennials. He don't even like us. He be calling us good.
Issues with Bill Cosby because he even puts down black people, but I can separate the work from the person. That's my.
I mean, the Cosby Show, it wasn't all that, but
It really was.
I think it promoted.
I'm gonna defend Bill Cosby.
A positive black image. Now, whether you like it or not, it still promoted a good.
Fresh Prince was better than the Cosby Show.
Okay, that's
right.
But it
I
still
knew that.
promoted a positive black image.
That was one of our earlier actual, stable black families.
I mean, we
that
had
you would
good
see on
times.
public television.
We had good times.
But okay, you can't compare Good Times.
You can.
Because Good Times are struggles. Okay, Bill Cosby is like happy life.
Right.
So
Good Times. I think I cried every episode of Good Times because Lord have mercy.
Okay, you're not trying to emulate the life of Fresh Prince. All right, we're not trying to do that. That's not what you want to do.
They had a rich family, just like the Cosbys. They had a rich family.
And if I was Will, then everybody want to talk about me being or going out and sleeping with all these women. But no, he's all cool and everything because he's the Fresh Prince. Oh, okay, that's dope.
Oh my God,
that's dope or whatever,
I guess I hurt Hunter feelings, so I'm gonna stop calling him a hoe.
What?
I guess I hurt his feelings, y'all. He done spoke up. He's not a Hunter. You're not a creep anymore, okay? You're just you were a creep. The shit you've been saying that you've been a creep.
That's not true. Hunter's a good guy. Known him since freshman year. We lived like 5 feet away. Hunter's a good person.
Why do you live in the same dorm as him?
We don't. I lived in Sage. He lived in Rock. That's like 5 feet away. Let's be real.
But going back,
I was glad to be a little curious.
Going back to like black people and us trying to support.
I'm sorry. For Harvey Weinstein, though, do you guys think it's gonna become illegal? Like I'm not legal, but is he gonna go to court?
No.
These allegations.
There's a small chance.
But even if he does, I feel like it won't be the extent of Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
I feel like it won't be.
What's up with that? You know what I'm saying?
It's the way, just how American.
It's a race issue, though.
Yeah, it is a race
It is a race
issue. That's what I was asking.
I mean,
look
at Trump. Like,
I wonder who did this article for the New York Times because I really want to say it had to be a black person that did it, and they just not paying this article any attention because this was the first time I heard about Harvey Weinstein and his assault charges. So, but like I said, it's not going nowhere. It's just gonna be
a ridiculous amount of money. It is extremely ridiculous. When you look at Warner Brothers, there's no way this man is actually gonna ever touch a prison. Like it's never going to happen.
no.
But if he does,
And if it is, it won't be like a prison we'd go to ever. Not at
he's
all.
gonna be living up in a fancy prison in LA.
Exactly.
They probably gonna confine him to his house.
He's gonna get his own little spot.
Do I think it's a race issue? Yeah, but do I think we should use that to go easier on black abusers? No.
That's true.
No.
But the punishment should be equal then. That goes back to just like,
that's what everything.
yeah.
So like, I feel like people use that to like justify what they're doing. Like it's the plight of the black man. Like, they just doing this to bring down Bill Cosby. Like, he did so much. I'm like, okay, he's still an abuser. Like,
all right, so we're about to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to go ahead and finish up this hot seat. Don't follow Tia Rose on Twitter and Instagram. All right, let's go ahead.
Oh, y'all follow me on Twitter and y'all follow me on Instagram.
The number.
Oh, I had forgot all about what I was doing.
That's crazy.
Y'all can follow Melanination on Twitter and Instagram.
Follow me
Enter
though.
the giveaway.
334-569-9728.
You supposed to repeat it. She fired.
334-569.
Wake your punk ass up. Yeah.
Alright, y'all, we're back after a very quick break. I'm Nari.
I'm Alexis.
And we're going to talk about Colin Kaepernick and this whole kneeling situation.
Wait.
Y'all, how you stay?
Hi guys, I'm Stacy.
I
I didn't introduce myself last time. We just kind of jumped back in, so you know, I don't know. It didn't happen like that.
She just slid on in there,
I slid in. You know, I was like, I'm gonna join in. It was one of those.
Quest, did you introduce yourself?
I'm Quest.
Oh, man.
Did anybody?
All right.
Y'all know me.
But anyway, we're going to be talking about the Nelly situation. So, what all did you guys hear from this past week?
What did I hear? I really haven't been.
Well, you know, back I'm from Mississippi, and there were a couple of high school students who knelt during the national anthem, and they got suspended from playing football for the rest of the season.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and it was brought up that something like 1970 or something. It was a law that you can't be punished or for not standing for
the national anthem. Yeah, even in school, like you don't have to say the pledge in school either. Just like you don't have to pray in school if you don't want to. Like I don't feel like that's fair. I really don't.
It's not. And then I went to the Mobile game, and I always wondered, like, why do HBCUs sing the national anthem instead of the black national anthem? But at the Mobile game, they did sing the black national anthem. So
Alabama State do it. We just don't do it.
Do y'all know the black national anthem? If you don't, please learn it.
Yes.
Okay, so
I mean, if you gonna sing, go ahead, girl.
Go ahead. Come on. I'm just gonna. You're not gonna.
You got it. You got it.
Hold on. No, I'm kidding. I cannot sing.
Okay, so we were talking about me and a friend and I were talking about the Colin Kaepernick thing, right? And she raised an interesting point. She said she felt like what he did was stupid. She was like, because he technically brought religion into work.
Religion?
Politics into work. And she was like, that was very unprofessional of him. And he started this huge wave messing with his money flow, having children follow after him, and they get suspended from school, all for no reason.
Well, it is a reason.
All he did was kneel. It's not like he was walking up to people talking about Black Lives Matter. This and that. All he did was kneel. That's literally all he did. Like,
I mean,
it was a peaceful protest.
I mean, I kind of understand what she was saying though. Like,
I can't understand.
That's it. Football
is
that's
doing
his
something
job.
But
that's
okay,
his
but
job.
the national anthem is a political thing. So if you're gonna sing that at my workplace, I'm gonna do what I need to do at my workplace to show that I'm not.
No, that's like that's like going
ahead.
into your job,
It's
knowing
not
that y'all's attire is suit and tie, coming in with sweatpants and a t-shirt with a pizza stain.
But no, it's
just
like
because it's what you want to do doesn't make it right for the environment.
it don't matter. Like you gotta stand up for what you believe in. Like if he believes in it, then it's nothing wrong. It's not like he did something.
If he don't want to stand for the national anthem, that's
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to think. First and foremost, how do you make change if you don't
Stand out.
stand out?
I mean, but what change did he actually make?
You see,
He
it
brought
happen
awareness.
now.
And kids are getting suspended.
And you know what? They probably proud of that too.
I mean,
Proud of missing out on their piece of their education.
Yeah, because you know what? Education in this it's not worth nothing
ain't
anyway.
teaching them nothing.
So education isn't worth anything.
If I can make
It is worth something,
$100,000
but
at Panda Express, why am I
miseducation is
why am I
not
here?
worth anything.
I can make $100,000 as a manager at Panda Express. Why am I in school?
Maybe you don't want to work at Panda Express all your life.
Okay, I don't.
How
How
about
about
fine. If you do, then that's fine. Me personally, education is the key to life. And knowledge is the key to life. Going through school is something that I do. That's what I chose to do. I came here on my own accord and my mama's, but yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah.
Him, what he did, he started a wave, and I get he was standing up for what he believed in. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying, in certain situations, you gotta swallow your shit.
No.
Thank you. Like, yes. Certain situations, you need to swallow your pride. Wait, hold on. The crazy shit when we did that professionalism thing, y'all admitted some of y'all will swallow your pride and dress how y'all want to dress. So now on this point, y'all don't want to do that.
Because I was the one that said
at the table.
because I was the one that said it. Yes, I will dress and act a certain way. But once you test my blackness, once you do something disrespectful towards my culture, towards my people, and we.
But he was doing it time before that. He was doing it times before that.
But he got educated. You know what? He got educated. He read what the actual national.
I'm not talking about his education. I'm talking about him influencing kids to walk out of school.
But you know what? He also gives back to the community. So it's like he
gonna go back and teach all those kids that are kneeling and getting suspended from school.
Okay, to build the community together. Yeah.
You know what? You know what he's teaching them? He's teaching them to exercise their right to freedom of speech.
Right.
Like,
hold on. The right way, because if I
there's no right
way. Because wait. Listen. If I scream and yell at y'all all day, that's still not getting my point across. If I go scream and yell at every representative in the House of Representatives, that's not getting my point across. I need to sit down. I need to do it the right way.
So what's wrong with this then? What's wrong with
it? He started. I felt what he did was, it was from his heart. He didn't mean anything by it.
No, I think he definitely meant something by it.
I don't think he understood the wave he would create.
No, he knew what he was doing.
I feel like he knew what his actions were going to do. Now, I don't think some people are just jumping on it
and just using it for fame and popularity. But how I feel about what those kids did, you know, kids got a tendency to follow the wrong trend. That was the right trend. They're voicing their freedom of speech. They're learning about their culture. They're actually doing something positive instead of running around here selling dope, fighting in school, and cussing out their teachers.
Wait. Okay, go to that selling dope point. If y'all, imaginary scenario. Y'all had kids. Y'all sent y'all kids to school every day.
I would tell them, do not stand for the national anthem.
I'm
going to instill that in my children. Like, no.
By me attending HBCU, my kids, when they hit that age where they can understand, which is normally their preteen years, so 12 and 13, I'm going to give their ass a Black History lesson. And I'm going to let them know what their school is not going to do.
What if that's not the choice they choose to make? What if they don't want to follow in the footsteps their parents led?
If I was going to instill that in them, they're... Never mind.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Y'all know that with Catholicism, or anybody Catholics in here?
My boyfriend is, so I was...
Okay, so I talked to some Catholics back home, and they told me that when they become of age, because most of them are brought up as Catholics, and once they become around 18 or 19, then they have to choose for themselves to actually be Catholics.
Yeah.
So why not allow your child? You teach them up in the right way. It says it in the Bible.
What does religion have to do with
why
y'all?
not teach them up
This
in the
don't
right
got
way?
nothing to do with religion.
Y'all are really getting it twisted.
Wait,
Hold on,
we talk about politics right now.
But anyway.
No, that has
Religion
right.
acknowledging your blackness.
Wait,
Wait,
no, it's not acknowledging your blackness.
They're like, because religion.
No,
that's not what he's saying.
So everybody at the table, I realize that I'm not talking about religion right now. That understands that I'm saying.
No, that's
just an example.
Yeah,
That's an example.
like that's a bad example
is
though.
bring yourself. If you just listen to the end of it.
Whatever.
But
Y'all
all you have to do is raise your children up in the right way. They might not do what you want them to do, but when they become
You
of
spare
age,
the ride,
they
you
do
spoil
what
the
they do.
child.
So yeah,
I'm
you go
being
and bring your
ass.
child up and say, yeah, don't stand up, don't
Teach
do
them
all
the
that
morals,
crap. Hey, look,
ethics,
my parents never taught me to go up and
values.
raise a gun and kill another human being, but yet I want to risk my life overseas for people here that don't want to stand for the pledge. But you know what? That's what I want to do. So yeah, teach your kids not to stand for the pledge, but you also don't teach them what all that actually means. You don't teach them that, and yeah, you know, fuck it, because we're black, right?
No,
That's all I'm hearing. No. I
Like,
stand for the pledge, but I will not pledge allegiance to the United States because I look at it like there are black soldiers who died for this country and everything. So I'm not going to protest them. I still want to honor them.
That's not even what it's
Before civil rights, there were black people.
I know it's not. I'm not saying that's my view on it. I can see why people kneel, but that's not how I go about it.
And that's the misconception with this. Everybody thinks that he's kneeling to protest, like he's kneeling to protest police brutality. Mm-hmm. And everybody
wait,
I
but
don't
you
know how
just
I
said
got
2 minutes
together.
ago that we were talking about. What would you say? Standing up for your blackness versus religion.
black people getting killed.
Well, no, I thought he originally did it because the second verse in the national anthem was about slavery.
I thought it was for police.
I thought it was
No,
brutality.
there's
Originally-
a separate reason for him kneeling and everybody else in the NFL is still kneeling.
Everybody
There's
just
two
everybody
different
else
things.
is
Their
kneeling
own way.
because of Trump, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty
because
much, yeah.
Trump made his little comment or whatever, and then it just blew out of proportion.
Okay, but it still goes hand in hand. Slavery, killing us unlawfully.
But if we look at the anthem, like, what is it doing for us?
Nothing. It
Not
wasn't
shit.
written for us.
Nothing. So if we need
Hell, us talking at the
Yeah, we
table
were
ain't doing
slaves
nothing
at the
for
time
nobody
the
else.
national anthem was written.
the
And
national
you know what?
anthem's about
No,
slavery.
let's look at the NFL as a whole. What is it doing for our people? Because what I see is I'm seeing young African American boys being tricked to begin entertaining the white masters. You know what I'm saying? It's the new form of
They
slavery.
don't even
for
have
real.
guaranteed contracts.
And
You need to be at the table because
so they're giving us millions just so they can kill us. Because when they retire, they have to retire because at that point their bodies
Risking their bodies.
exactly.
You know what? You know, okay, Jackson State lost horribly to Tuskegee.
Yes.
I'm bringing that up to say, like, Jackson State, for a point in time, went 16 years in a row being the champion of the division. And that's when they had a lot of that black talent. But because of PWIs and their money, they took that black talent from HBCUs, and now they're just using them and, like, not giving back to the community. While the players were at HBCUs, it was a community. But now that they're separate, you're taking away that part of the community. So, that's just goes into what she was saying.
What I'm saying is, why do y'all have a problem with a black man standing up for what he believes in?
I do not have a problem with a black man standing up for what he believes in. I have a problem with what he has done to influence children. The wave he has called, the ripple he has started. Kids walking out of school. I have 8 siblings. I am the first of them. I have 2 older ones. I'm the first to go to college. My younger brother's going to college. One of my brothers doesn't even know if he wants to do that. I have a problem with kids not getting their education. The fact that what he started is giving kids an excuse to walk out of school, because we don't know their motives. Let's be real.
We don't.
Half people jumping on the bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
The other half probably don't know what it's about. We just had a whole little discussion as to what it was truly about.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people who are actually about it, those are people who are I ain't gonna say in their prime, because you do have some woke underage underage,
So you have a problem with him influencing the children to do something right instead of the school system?
No, I'm having a problem with the fact that they get an excuse. Those kids that got suspended, you don't know if they did it.
They got suspended from the football game, and people have a problem, and that is a problem. Like, why are you suspending somebody who stands up for what they believe in? So people aren't mad at the players; they're mad at the system and the school for suspending those.
It's just a whole bunch of hypocrisy. During the national anthem at football games, people be walking around getting food and shit. Stuff. Like people were booing, like people were protesting before, like they were kneeling before they even played the national anthem, and people were still booing. Like, so what does that tell you? Like, they don't really care.
Who doesn't care?
The people who have outraged with what Colin is doing, like, they don't really care. They talking about he's disrespecting the national anthem.
It's just about him being black and doing that.
Basically.
What they've been,
They
what
don't
the
want us
white
to have a
supremacists
voice.
been calling him a half nigga.
They don't want us to have a voice. They don't want us to go against what we supposed to be doing.
And the problem is that they're not recognizing what his cause is for doing that either.
They don't want to. In that case, it's a matter of he's supposed to come. This is his job. He's supposed to come here, abide by the. No. That's like us going to school. Like, we're not gonna walk in the brimmer with some sweatpants on. I think there are rules and regulations and guidelines if you're working somewhere, if you're doing something.
But if you no longer believe in those guidelines, what's wrong with you break them? If you don't believe in those guidelines, if you feel like a line has been crossed, are you just gonna sit there and let this continuously happen and not say anything? If that line has been crossed,
he let it happen before that. What? If Colin can come here and tell me what inspired him out of nowhere to do this, because he's been doing it. He's been standing.
He did.
But it's
what
not.
Did he say? What was the reason? I don't.
CJ said it.
It's not out of nowhere. He got inspired or educated. It's not just out of the blue. So if somebody get inspired
for no reason, like.
He didn't get tired one day and sit down.
I'm not saying he's doing it. I'm not saying he's doing it for no reason. I'm saying because police brutality has gone on for years. It's not just started.
And he's tired of it.
Right.
He's tired of it. And this is him trying to.
I can accept that.
For actually being the one to do it.
Because he actually figured out what would piss a whole bunch of white people off.
I don't even think it was about him trying to piss people off.
Because one y'all saying he's doing it to piss people off. You're saying that he's
he's standing up for something, but he's actually said that after he got in line, he thought not only just to piss him off, because he is pissing him off, but he's standing up for himself, and he was like, what can I do to get their attention? What can I do to piss them off?
But this is not all that he does. He does stuff outside of just kneeling. Right. So it's like,
I know he does community work. I looked into that.
And so he's really for all this police and the police. So it's not just I'm not gonna do this here. He's actually doing it throughout his life, not just at work. He's living his example.
Now all the rest of them, now they holding on to their last dollar. That's why I said, I understand what you mean. It's just a wave and people just taking it out of proportion. But Colin actually doing something with it. He actually has a positive stance behind it because he's actually doing something in the community. He actually telling people why he's doing it. The rest of them just hopping on the bandwagon. Yeah.
Okay. What you think, Stacey? You ain't saying nothing.
Everybody here has said something that made a lot of sense. I'm with Quest, I'm with Cortland, and I'm with
not with you, baby.
Cheetah. I got you, girl.
Right, that's what I'm here. I'm with everybody.
Y'all just follow me.
Yeah, follow Cheetah Rose.
I'm with Quest, I'm with Cortland, I'm with Cheetah.
Follow me, okay.
I don't know.
Shameless plug. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know, fun.
No, ma'am.
Fun me too.
Hey, let's go fun. Hey, can you write mine?
No, this cash.
Okay, let's talk about the black community.
I'm sorry. Okay. Actually, I'm so sorry.
No, but police brutality is the worst it's ever been since the LA riots.
We say worse, but people are being lynched.
I was about to say, I don't think it's worse.
It's not worse. It's
as
bad as it's been. It's been as bad as it has been.
It's not that it's being publicized because it was publicized in social media.
Yeah, I was about to say it has a larger platform now. Because it's gone from just news, from certain cases in the news.
People pay attention and are acknowledging it, but I don't think it's gained any more public.
Don't they so social media?
I think it has. I honestly think it has gained a lot more publicity.
No, the social media thing, the platforms has changed. Like back in the day, it was word of mouth, and then it was newspaper, and then it was this. Like the platform has always been there. Like people have always. Not that it's always.
Social media started an entire movement.
Because that's when we got really woke to everything. Because like kids,
they don't watch the news.
Yeah, we don't read news.
We do. That's our platform, but that's not to say that platform didn't exist like 50 years ago.
We don't know how many of these cases was going on
prior to social media didn't exist.
We don't know.
We don't know, but I'm telling you, like during the anti-lynching movement in the 40s and 50s, you
know where I found out about Mike Brown? On Twitter. I didn't find out about.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
Anything.
Our platform now is social media,
right?
But I'm saying that platform was there 50 years ago.
That's what I'm saying though. Like it was there and it was really bad. Police brutality was out of this world. KKK out of this world. But now we're back at that extreme level that we were 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Like Black people did not have the platform that we do now back then at all.
Because they were afraid. I'm going to be honest.
No, there was newspapers. There was plenty of newspapers out.
It was racism.
No, because that's why we have parties like the Black Panther Party to speak out.
There was plenty of like newspapers there. Like
I'm just
confused.
Still was.
We don't. Wait, you confused on what?
Just everything. I'm just trying to still understand how you spark change without questioning the system.
Without questioning the system,
like if you look at the leaders of the past, look at the Malcolm X's. If you look at the Martin Luther Kings, I'm not comparing Colin to them, but I'm saying what I'm saying is they saw a problem and they tried to fix it through protest. I don't see the wrong in what Colin did. Now, what these football players are doing now, just to do it in spite of Donald Trump, they're wrong. But what I'm saying is I don't see what's wrong with what Colin is doing. And I really don't see how it's impacting the children negatively.
Right.
I think Colin is, more than anything, a role model.
So I have a question for you. You don't think that you can make change and get your point across without being irrational? Yeah,
he's not being irrational though.
No, like I feel like what he's doing, and like I said, the wave he started, because that's what I'm on. Just how he knew it would have an effect. He did.
I feel like you don't agree with it, and all because you don't agree with it doesn't mean it's wrong though.
But in my opinion, wait, hold on. What's considered right or wrong?
Exactly. But you're calling
so you can't tell me what I think is wrong.
I don't. But you're calling Kaepernick wrong.
Who
has I don't agree with what he did.
Silent, right, and complacent. Who?
He's not burning flags. He's not.
So burning flags.
Children.
No.
White people.
My thing is, if I sit down and I make out a list and I get a bunch of people to sign it or whatever. You go to the town halls, you do all this, you can do it the right way, the calm way.
There's no right way.
There's no right way. Quick question. By Colin kneeling, what has changed?
Attention is being brought to it.
And what has changed?
And kids are becoming enlightened.
You know, we may not see the change right now.
No. Yeah,
change takes time. But as long as you pay attention to something, then eventually
I pay attention as well. I see police brutality, but I'm not kneeling and I'm not
mass attention. That's the whole thing.
If Colin Kaepernick would not have done this and he would have done something, like you said, like got a petition done or went to a town hall or whatever, do you think that something would have been changed?
It would have been a better effect.
No, because nobody would have heard about it.
Who? White people?
You know what? Okay, so
could you explain why you don't agree with Colin Kaepernick again?
Because we
real quick for somebody.
Okay. So I feel like what he has started. I feel like first of all he brought politics into work. Okay, which.
Politics is
no. When I went to my etiquette class, you're taught to not talk about certain.
So you're taught to just assimilate.
But what I'm saying,
yeah, Miss Lanier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you're taught to not. Religion is one. Politics is another because of the disagreements people could have on this.
What are their reasons for you not to do
y'all? He asked me to explain myself. He asked me to explain myself.
I'm asking for further explanation. Like,
I was not done, y'all.
No, but before you move on,
sips cranberry juice. This shit getting good.
All right, I wasn't done.
Okay.
All right, so as far as bringing politics into work, if your boss, this is my theory. If your boss is, let's say he voted for Trump, he signs your checks, gives you your hours at what was that, Panda Express. He do all this, right? And you say tell him, fuck Trump, okay? Just because you want to watch this, what's the little things they have? When he be talking out the side of his neck, I haven't watched it. The addresses. So you say, I'm not gonna watch this. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'm gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette. Now your boss gets mad because again you done brought politics into work.
He can't fire me for that.
I don't think
How
that's
do you know he voted for Trump?
Because it's freedom of speech. He can't fire me for that. I sue his ass.
In the state of Alabama, he actually can. But
you know, I don't live in Alabama.
But that's besides the point.
I don't think there's if you cuss somebody out, they're going to use another justification to fire you. They're not going to be like, oh, he don't support Trump. If you cuss your boss out,
they're going to find another way to fire you, just like you said. So you're still
so why
in hot water.
So why are you going to cuss your boss out?
He can fire you for whatever he want to fire you for after that.
That's our problem. We're too comfortable. Mm-hmm. Okay? Instead of questioning and not conforming, we're just going to sit around in our 9-to-5 jobs collecting our checks. For what? Instead of you going to get another job, instead of you making your own jobs, you're going to sit there and you're going to do what
I mean, that's what Stacey said. She'll make what did you say, $100,000 at Panda Express?
I'll make 6 figures.
So, and she just said the same thing in the last professional table sitting.
But what I'm saying is that's the problem. That's the problem.
So, Alexis,
I'm just saying there's a better way to make change.
So, Alexis,
in your opinion. In my opinion.
What's your way of making change though? Because
doing it the right way. Actually sitting down, talking to someone who can actually change a bill, who can actually write up something that can get passed, write up a law for you.
Do you see what Congress is doing for us right now? Nothing.
I mean, Colin ain't sitting at this table with y'all neither or paying none of y'all tuition, so he's not really doing nothing for y'all either if you want to go that way.
Yes, he is. He bringing.
What did he do for you?
He bringing me happiness. Okay, I could go to sleep happy with him kneeling on the ground.
I got a question.
I love Colin.
Who the hell? If Colin Kaepernick just held a press meeting and he wanted to sit there and talk about everything that he feels is wrong, who do you think is actually going to listen to him talk? In the Senate, in the House of Representatives, everything. Because the first thing they're going to say, he's just a dumbass athlete.
Well, I feel like first off, you should see who's in office right now. So I
mean, but he's really a figurehead. But I do understand that over 50% of representatives are Republicans at the moment.
So
but a lot of Republicans are turning against him as well.
But okay, my thing back in the civil rights movement,
not all of them.
It was different sides to trying to accomplish change. You had people who did the law, people who stood in the streets, people who fought back. But although it was different tactics to accomplish change, they still wanted change. So what Kaepernick doing is not the only way, but he's still trying to bring about change. There can be another person who comes up with the law, but Kaepernick is not doing anything bad.
Okay, and like we said earlier, this is all in my opinion. I feel like there's a better way to enforce change to get your point across.
I mean, I think it's a need for different.
Martin Luther King tried to do it the peace away, and they still shot him.
And Malcolm X, he did it the
peace away, and he died too. Cussing people out, fucking the police, and all.
Tupac set his own stuff up. I'm just saying. I love Tupac. Hold on, I love Tupac. That is my man in the grave. But he realized that his own stuff.
The next episode, y'all, is gonna be a music episode.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah, it's gonna get fiery.
That's why I culture.
It's getting hot in here, so hot. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
All right, and on that note,
on that note, follow me on Instagram _nails by Stacy _ If you need your nails done for homecoming, let your girl
know. Can we have an advertisement session later?
I don't have Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook. But hey, if you see me around school, hey Hey, babe. Shout out to my dude. Hey, babe.
Oh my God, girl.
Okay. So, Melanination, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Internet Giveaway, and just
make sure
stay
giveaway.
tuned.
Halloween giveaway.
And thank you to Pat Wallace for letting us use the
virtual
studio, of course.
Yeah.
Thank
you. And tune in next week.
Hold on, before
Halloween giveaway.
No.
Right now.
Before I say anything, y'all just really need to remember that if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall.
Or nothing.
Okay. Okay.
In
So
quotes.
make sure you remember
Quote,
that.
I felt a shot right there.
No, it's not a shot.
I felt it.
I just don't
Thank
understand.
you.
I felt.
Boom.
Okay.
I think I lost the
So
friend.
make sure you're following us on Twitter
You lost
and
two, Dave.
Instagram. Make sure you enter in the giveaway. Until next week, we love you.
I love you. I love black people.
Black Lives Matter.
Definitely
Guys.
They do.
Support Colin
But I'm not
Kaepernick.
gonna kneel for y'all.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
You gonna kneel for me, bitch.